Hey there, Krazy Crafters! Welcome to Technique of the Week with Krazy Kreations. My name is Jackie, and I'm the marketing director here at Krazy Kreations. Now, for those of you who tune in regularly, you know that I have a partner in crime on Technique of the Week, and that would be Kara / my mom, and she couldn't be here today, but I do have something really special planned for today. So Technique of the Week with Krazy Kreations is all about trying new crafting techniques and different ways of using outline stickers, glitter paper, alcohol markers, and so much more, featuring Krazy Kreations products. Today's episode of Technique of the Week is very special because it's in memory of Jana Funk, and Jana Funk passed away recently, and she was very special to the Krazy Kreations family. She actually started Krazy Kreations with Kara in 2004, and they've been business partners. You may have seen her at one of the scrapbook expos. You may know her from our weekend retreats in Novato, California. But she also did a lot of the handmade glitter paper, the white specifically, and she also did a lot of things behind the scenes here. And we miss her so much. This video is in honor of her memory, and I've put together a project that I thought really reflected her style of crafting, and I can't wait to show this to you. Now, before I get started, I just wanted to make a quick announcement that we will be offering this technique as a kit, and it will 50% of the earnings from this kit will go towards helping Jana's family. And if you knew her personally, there's also a GoFundMe account or GoFundMe campaign, and you are welcome to donate if you want to help that way too. But in the meantime, we're going to be doing a fun card today, and I feel kind of blind today because I can't read your comments very well since I'm solo, but just know that we have Eric monitoring the comments, so if you have any questions or you want to say something, don't be afraid to let us know in the comment section below. And without further ado, I'd like to get started. Let me know where are you tuning in from today and watching Technique of the Week. So this is the card that we're going to be doing today. This technique is called making patterned glitter paper. So I'm going to show you how beautiful this is, and I wish you could see it up close and in real life because it's so gorgeous. Now the glitter paper is actually the polka dot paper right here, and I made that using Krazy Kreations microfine glitter, Scor-Tape, and scrapbooking paper. And it's something that's really easy and fun to do. And I thought this was very, the black and white made it a very classy but simple card. And then these poppy stickers are actually done with vellum, so it doesn't take away from the glitter and the pattern. You can actually see through the poppy because it's vellum. So I thought this was such a classic card we could make together today, and I thought it had a lot of style and elements that reflected Jana's personality. She loved polka dots, she loved making patterned glitter paper, she also loved adding scallops to all of her crafting projects. So let's get started with how to make the Krazy Kreations glitter paper. Well, patterned glitter paper, I should say. So let me know, have you ever made Krazy Kreations glitter paper before? Because it's really, really easy, and I'm following a simple recipe that I have right here. All we need is Scor-Tape, which is a double-sided adhesive. So this is really great for die cutting and glitter and gilding flakes, and there's so many different uses for it. You'll know it's Scor-Tape by reading this little word right here. It says Suk Wang, or some people call it Suk Wang. Then we need our favorite pattern of paper. So any scrapbooking paper that just you want to make glittery. Now there is kind of a trick to this. I like to use patterns that have a lot of contrast. If you have something that's not really vibrant or doesn't have white in it, it kind of dulls it, and then you don't see that beautiful pattern behind it. So there is an art to finding the perfect pattern to work with the glitter, but black and white is always a good way to go. And then we have our microfine glitter. So this is the Krazy Kreations Velvet Microfine Glitter. I'm using Cool Highlights today, and this is a great technique to show you what the difference is between cool and warm highlights, because that's a question that I get all the time at the expos and trade shows. And this way we'll really be able to see it. So it's very simple. All we're gonna do is put our pattern glitter, or pattern paper, face up. We're gonna take the Scor-Tape and we're gonna peel off one side. So this is the sticky side right here, and we want to put the sticky side on top of the pattern. So we're covering up the polka dots. So after we've done that, we're actually going to peel this release paper off ever so carefully. And here we can see that Scor-Tape is on top of our polka dot paper. The next thing we're going to do is I have a little tidy tray I'm going to bring over. I'm going to set my paper in the tidy tray. And now I'm going to take the Krazy Kreations Velvet Microfine Glitter and I'm going to sprinkle it over that adhesive. So I'm just coating it, and this is why I love having this tidy tray, because I can make as much of a mess as I want to without worrying about it. All I need to do is make sure that I'm coating the entire sticky, just like that. Now later I'll go ahead and I'll pour this all back inside of that jar. What's really cool about using the glitter is when you're doing the loose glitter, you actually use very little. So I barely used any on my paper right here. So a little bit goes a long way. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my fingers and I'm going to burnish. And when I burnish or rub this glitter paper, it's going to change the opacity a little bit. And it's also going to get a little shinier. So I'm going every direction. Okay. So once you've rubbed the glitter, it is not going to transfer anywhere. I like to just kind of tap it off over a garbage can. And once I've done that, I know that I can go back in and touch the glitter paper and none of it will come off onto my fingers. So that's how easy it is to make your own patterned glitter paper. And if you really think about it, the possibilities are endless, because we have, well, I know I do. I have so much patterned scrapbooking paper that I've been saving for the right occasion, the right project, and this would just make it gorgeous on any crafting project you can think of. Another thing I wanted to mention is that the Krazy Kreations glitter is actually transparent, which is why you can see through it on the glitter, or on the pattern paper. So not all glitters are transparent, but all of the Krazy Kreations white glitters are transparent, so that would be cool, warm, and even the blue highlights. So now that I've showed you the cool and how that looks, I want to show you a comparison really quickly of how the warm microfine glitter would look on here. So this piece is actually the warm glitter. Now you can see there's definitely a gold shine to it and it's beautiful, but it does change the color of your paper a little bit. So it's your preference, whichever one that you like for your project, but I wanted to make sure that you could see the comparison right here. So let me know in the comment section, do you prefer the warm highlights or the cool highlights? Or do you like both? So let us know, drop us a line. There's no wrong answer, but they're both beautiful. All right. So we've just gone ahead and we created this piece on the card. And now I'm going to play a little bit with vellum and outline stickers. So this is a piece of vellum paper right here. This is actually a really nice vellum. It's 40 pounds, so it's kind of thick. And it's a little bit transparent paper. And we can actually use our poppy outline sticker on it. So outline stickers are made out of vinyl, and they will stick to any paper that you want, and you can think of them as a rubber stamping alternative. So when we peel the outline of the image off of the sheet, we can put it down and it looks like we've stamped an image. So I'm going to peel 2 of these. So you can stick outline stickers to wood, glass, paper, glitter paper, and you can definitely color them in. So I'm just kind of rubbing that down on the vellum paper. And when I was creating this card, I wanted to add just a pop of color to the poppies. So I'm actually going to use a Rite Art alcohol marker. And I'm going to flip my vellum over and color on the back. So I'm going to use my brush tip and just do a little bit of coloring. I'm not going to do any shading or blending today because the vellum really mutes the color. So it's just basic one color coloring. And I'm just I'm not making sure I'm staying inside the lines, but I don't really want to waste a lot of ink, so I'm kind of staying in that flower area. When I turn the vellum over, it's going to look gorgeous. So it is a little more muted in color, but if you color on the back like I did, you won't see any streaks from your marker or any imperfections. So that's why I like to color on the back side of vellum. So the next step is cutting this out, or as we like to call, fussy cutting. Have any of you tried coloring on vellum before, or even putting an outline sticker on vellum before? Let us know in the comments section. I think we've done one other video with this vellum technique, but it was quite a while ago. It's fun to revisit old techniques sometimes. So I'm following the black line of the poppy flower. And what I love about the poppy sticker that I'm using right now is it's very abstract. And all the poppies are kind of different on the sticker sheet. So I will pick up that sticker sheet again in just a moment to show you that all of them are just a little bit different. I just realized you couldn't see me cutting. So I'm following the black line. And you can see it really didn't matter that I didn't color inside of those lines perfectly because we're trimming it out. So if you're not in the mood to do a lot of coloring, this is a very easy and elegant way to add color to your cards with an outline sticker. Okay. So I have our 2 poppies right here. Now I just wanted to show you that each of these poppies on the poppies sticker sheet 5591 is a little bit different. So you have some side views. They're all just really pretty, kind of like an artist drew them. Very, very gorgeous. Now there are leaves on here too. And to the side we have some lines. So these are meant to be the stems, but you could also use them as borders on your project. So what we've done so far is we've created the patterned glitter paper, we created our poppies, and now we're going to assemble this card. It's really quick and easy. So with the magic of video, I've gone ahead and I cut all of our pieces for us. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. So the first thing we need to do is put on our black and white chevron paper. I'm using my Tombow mono adhesive, and I'm going to leave a little bit of matting around the pattern paper, just like that. Then I'm going to take this little black piece here, and I'll be adhering my patterned glitter paper with the polka dots to this black piece. Now what's fun about this card is it is black and white, so it's kind of monochromatic. And that means that you could color these poppies any color that you want. So you could have done pink poppies, purple poppies, yellow poppies. It would totally be up to you. I went with the classic red, orangish poppy. Alrighty, so now that we have this little panel done, I'm going to put the little poppies on here. Now the trickiest part with vellum, and let me know if you agree, is hiding the adhesive. Because it is kind of a see-through medium, you don't want to see your adhesive on the back. So what I do is I strategically place my adhesive in the center there. It's the least likely place to be seen. However, I don't really think that the recipient of this card would notice. Only us crafters would notice. So I'm just going to position my poppies like that. And when I put my adhesive on, I went a little over that area in the center, but you can hardly tell. Just like that. And now I'm going to add the stems. So we're going to go back to that outline sticker sheet. And remember, these are the stems, and they're meant to be kind of wavy lines. So I'm going to peel and stick the stem underneath. And I kind of like to curve it a little bit, kind of like it's a real flower, not sticking straight up. And then I'm going to take the remainder and put that under the other poppy. Okay. Trim this again. So I still have a little piece left over. So we can save this, put it back on our sticker sheet, or save it some other way and use it. Now for the sentiment, you'll notice I'm using this vellum again. And another reason I liked the vellum is you can see through the vellum and the polka dots kind of come through. So I thought that was really cute. So the vellum is going to go at the bottom here. But the first thing I need to do is add my sentiment so that I know where am I going to put my adhesive to kind of hide it. So let's go ahead and add our sentiment. I'm using sentiment sheet 483. And it has best wishes, with love, with sympathy, warm wishes. This one's not available on the website individually, but it will come in the kit. And I just thought it went perfectly with this sympathy card. So let's see. They're all a little bit different, so you kind of have to change it up between each card. So I think I'm going to peel this sticker right here. There we go. So my favorite trick with sentiment stickers is positioning your tweezers in the center of the word so that you can put this on pretty straight. And in case you're wondering how I cut this at an angle, I just cut the piece that was the same width as this panel here. Then I just kind of sliced it at an angle. And then I actually want to add a couple more accents, and on the sticker sheet with the sentiments, there's little roses, little flowers, and hearts. I went with the hearts. Oops. Sometimes this will happen. This is the negative of the sticker, which is also usable, but this time we want the outline. So I'm going to put that right on there, rub it down so we know it's not going to go anywhere. And then I'm going to flip this over because I want to add a little bit more red. I want to add a pop of red to the rose and the hearts. So let's grab that red marker. And this time I'm using the fine tip. So that's what I love about these Rite Art markers is they have a fine tip and a brush tip. So I used the brush tip to do that larger image of the poppy. It was faster for me to color more surface area. But these tiny itty bitty hearts, I'm going to use the fine nib. Sometimes I forget about the fine nib on these markers. Does anyone else like me? So I'm coloring the back of the vellum. This way if I go outside of the lines, it's not a big deal. Okay. And I could color the leaves of the rose. Let's do that. So I'm going to go in with YG29. So we're just going to add a touch of green on these little leaves. And now we have a map on where to put our adhesive so that it doesn't show too much on the front of the card. Now I like to use the Tombow mono adhesive just because it's the easiest thing for me to grab, but you could definitely use a different type of glue. I'm going to flip it over. And I am seeing some of your comments and you're being so kind, so thank you for commenting and for liking this video and for joining me today. So now we have our sentiment on the panel, and I thought it looked really nice with a border between the vellum and the polka dot. So on my sample I just used a stem from the poppy sheet because you get so many. I just did a little line. Like this. And now this piece is ready to put on the rest of the card. So I'm actually going to be using foam squares today because I wanted to keep this card really simple, elegant, minimalistic, but I wanted to add some dimension to it. So I'm using some foam squares. And I never know how many to add. Do you like to add a lot of foam squares or just a few? I never know if I should do more or if I should just be okay with 4 or 5. So now it's time to peel these little pieces back to expose the adhesive. These ones are actually pretty easy. Oh, there we go. Okay, so now they're all sticky. I'm going to flip this over, position it in the middle of my card, just like this. And we're almost done creating this really beautiful poppy card. I just wanted to add one more thing to it to dress it up a little bit. So I went ahead and I grabbed the tiny little scallop stickers. Now these are really fun to use because they have these dainty lines of scallop borders, but they also have a diamond and they also have a straight line. There we go. Let me see if I can get that in there. So they have 3 different designs on one sheet, and this is number 2914. So Jana was notorious for using lots of scallops on her cards, and she was an avid scrapbooker too. So I thought this was perfect for this card. So I'm just going to go around the seam of the chevron paper, just press it down. Oops, those were my tweezers. And then you trim. Now, you get so many on the sheet. I haven't counted them, but there are plenty. The hardest part is grabbing them because sometimes my fingers are too, I don't know, big. Okay, so we're just going to trim. Now each strip should be about 8 inches long, So when you're doing the top and the bottom of the card, one line of scallop stickers should do the top and the bottom. It's the perfect size. And then I need one more. We do offer these border stickers in different colors, not this design in particular, but we offer holographic border stickers, and they add just such a nice touch to all of your cards because they're blingy and they're jewels. You can never have too much bling on a card. We also have a few black ones. We also have some white. I love creating with the border stickers. I also like to add our holographic bling stickers, but today I didn't want to add too much. I didn't want to take away from that beautiful patterned glitter paper that we made. And I also forgot to add the leaves on my poppy. So I'm just peeling them from the outline sticker sheet. Okay, this completes our card. Well, actually I did one more step, but for time's sake, I'm just going to tell you that I did go around the border here, the edge of the glitter paper panel, with a straight line border from the same sheet that the little scallops were on. So this one right here. And it just adds that really nice finished edge to your card. So this completes the sympathy card, and I just wanted to note again that this video was in honor of a friend and Kara's business partner, Jana Funk, and this card reminded me of her with the polka dots, and the patterned glitter paper was her favorite thing to do here, and she also loved using scallops. So I wanted to show you a couple of samples. This one was from Jana, and I was telling you she loved scallop circles, she loved her twine, and she actually had quite a few samples in our Krazy Kreations booth by her. But I also wanted to give you another idea on how to use patterned glitter paper. So if you ever are looking for the perfect pattern or paper to put underneath your sticker, you can actually put an outline sticker on top of the patterned glitter paper and cut it out. And this one looks like fabric. So this is our outfit sticker, and we use two different pattern papers, made them into glitter paper, and then cut them out to make this really cute card. So those are different ideas on what to do with patterned glitter paper. Now this glitter paper is always going to be one of a kind. There's no way that anybody else could have the same glitter paper as you since it's handmade. Now I do want to tell you a little bit about the kit that we're offering. This is the pattern glitter paper / sympathy card technique kit that's available at krazycreations.us, and this kit will make 4 cards, but you actually are going to get extra supplies in the kit, just so you know. So if we look at our poppy sticker, there's actually 11 poppies on here, so it'll actually make 5 cards if you put two poppies on each card. So let's see what you get in this kit. There's a lot of goodies in this kit. Might need to zoom out just a little bit. There we go. Okay, so first off, you'll be receiving an 8.5 by 11 sheet of double-sided adhesive, and this is the Scor-Tape that we use to make the pattern glitter paper. You'll also receive 2 sheets of black 8.5 by 11 cardstock, 1 sheet of 40-pound vellum paper, the polka dot papers. You'll also receive the chevron papers, and then 2 of the backgrounds will be argyle. So 2 different patterns for that background piece here. And then you'll also receive the sentiment sticker with all different sentiments, so best wishes, love, good luck, bless you, with sympathy, etc. the Poppies outline sticker. And by the way, this one is pretty new to us. It was released within, I think, this year. So you may not have seen it on the Krazy Kreations website yet. And then we have that really delicate scallop border sticker. We're including 4 pre-scored cards and envelopes. Those are the envelopes. Some pop dots or pops foam squares. I always get the names mixed up. And then we're also going to include the recipe for how to make your own glitter paper. Now your glitter paper could also be on white cardstock if you wanted to make the white glitter paper that we traditionally use to color on. There's so many different ways to make this glitter paper with this recipe. So this kit makes 4 cards again, and we're selling it for $19.99 on the Krazy Kreations website. And we are going to be donating 50% of the earnings from this kit to Jana's family. And again, if you would like to donate to their family because you knew them personally, we do have the campaign for their GoFundMe, and we're going to put that link in the comment section below. So I hope you really enjoyed today's Technique of the Week in honor of Jana Funk's memory. We miss her so much, and it would be an honor to make these cards with her. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this technique, please give us a big thumbs up on our video. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe. We do Technique of the Week videos every Wednesday at 4 p.m. Pacific time. We also do live Friday videos on Facebook, 1 p.m. Pacific time on Fridays. Although this Friday we will be not here for live Friday, but we will have a deal on the website. So make sure you tune in, visit the website krazycreations.us. Also visit our Facebook page because we will post the deal in those 2 places. So if you're looking for a deal, krazycreations.us or our Krazy Kreations LLC Facebook page. Again, thanks for watching. I'll see you again really soon. My name is Jackie here at Krazy Kreations. Thank you for watching Technique of the Week.